The Kia EV4 is a futuristic electric sedan that showcases Kia's bold opposites united design, featuring sharp lines, vertical LED headlights, and a sleek coupe-like profile. Its interior is minimalist yet high-tech, with large dual digital displays and premium materials. Built on Kia's eGMP platform, the EV4 offers two battery options, around 58.3 kilowatt-hours and 81.4 kilowatt-hours, delivering up to 630 kilometers of range per charge and fast charging from 10 to 80%. With a 201 horsepower electric motor and a 0 to 100 km/h time of roughly 7.5 seconds, it blends performance, style, and practicality, positioning itself as one of Kia's most advanced and stylish EVs, launching globally in 2025 to 2026. Key highlights and design. The EV4 is conceived into body types: a 5-door hatchback and a 4-door fastback sedan. In some markets the hatch may not be offered. The styling follows Kia's opposites united design philosophy: unconventional, edgy, with clean surfaces, vertical lighting elements, and futuristic touches. Inside, a large, panoramic display area combining the driver cluster, plus infotainment, plus HVAC controls, for example 12.3 driver display plus 12.3 infotainment plus 5.3 climate in UK spec. Features like OTA over-the-air updates, vehicle-to-load, V2L power, so you can plug devices into the car, part of the package.
Specifications selected. Here are some of the important specs based on the latest available info. Platform architecture uses Kia Hyundai's eGMP architecture, but for the EV4 it uses a 400-volt system, not the 800 volts used in some higher-end EVs in certain markets. Motor and drivetrain. In many markets, initially a single front electric motor, front-wheel drive. For example, 201 horsepower in some listings. Battery options and range: smaller battery, approximately 58.3 kilowatt-hours, approximately 235 miles, approximately 379 kilometers in US estimate for sedan. Larger battery, approximately 81.4 kilowatt-hours, approximately 330 miles, approximately 531 kilometers in US estimate for sedan. In UK, Europe spec, up to approx. 388 miles claimed in some listings. This may be WLTP rather than EPA. Charging, for example, in UK, Europe spec, 10 to 80% DC charge time, around 29 to 31 minutes for the long battery version. Performance, example, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour, approximately 7.4 seconds for the smaller battery version. 7 South for the larger. In one review, launch and market timing. The E4 was officially unveiled by Kia on the 27th of February 2025 at market rollout. South Korea orders begin March 2025. European launch expected in second half of 2025. US spec. It's expected to arrive in early 2026 with pricing estimated starting around US $39,000. What this means for Pakistan/South Asia. Given the above specs, here are some thoughts on how it might come or be adapted to Pakistan. If Kia brings the EV4 to Pakistan, expect the sedans to arrive earlier. Hatchback may or may not, depending on market strategy. The 400V architecture means charging infrastructure will be important. The faster 800V systems allow quicker charging but are more expensive. If Pakistan's EV charging network is more modest, this 400-volt system might be sufficient and more cost-effective. Range figures, for example, 300+ miles, approximately 500 kilometers are ideal, but real-world Pakistani conditions, heat, terrain, accessory loads will likely reduce that. Pricing will be key. If global pricing starts at $39,000, duty, taxes, imports might make it more expensive here. Therefore, local CKD assembly or incentives would help. Local infrastructure, public fast chargers supporting DC fast charging are still limited in Pakistan. Home charging solutions plus slower charging might become the norm initially. Import, export, and right-hand versus left-hand drive. Pakistan uses right-hand drive, so Asia market versions might be more directly applicable than US versions. Summary: why it's interesting, the EV for marks Kia's move into a dedicated global electric sedan hatch format instead of only SUVs. It blends futuristic design, good range, and strong features at relatively accessible pricing for the EV segment. For markets like Pakistan, it represents a possible next step for EV adoption beyond small city EVs, assuming infrastructure and pricing align.